Go ahead. I'm just so intrigued. I can't get off the word intrigued. But like you mentioned, making sure you two don't have the same bad day on the same day. Like, what are some tools? What are some of the things that you do to encourage him, while he's incarcerated, that other people can be able to draw from?
So we watched like a lot of people get released who, like my husband has an impeccable record. He's been locked up for 24 years. He has an impeccable record. But we're watching people that have like 17 infractions, which is like they cause things going on in the jail, and they've been released, and we're still waiting. And so when he has those moments, I say to him, listen, everything is done in God's time. I give him the scripture. Romans 8:28 says, all things work together for the good of them who love him and who's called according to his purpose. And so because we know that there's a purpose behind everything that God is doing, we have to be patient and wait, because really, what can we do? We can't move God any faster than what God is going to do. And it's all about timing. I really believe now that we've moved into the new home, doors are getting ready to start opening. So, they're working on his case. We've got some good news in the last couple of weeks. So I know it's getting ready to happen. And I guess another thing that I can offer to people, if you're, dealing with someone who's incarcerated or even have a loved one, you have to keep them encouraged. We can't be selfish in this, because we're not the ones that's spending the time behind the bars. And I can honestly tell y'all, for me, what most people don't know is that, my daughter's 24. Over 24 years ago, I was locked up, and I was guilty. I had attempted murder charge, first-degree assault, deadly weapon. It was me. I did it, but it was nobody but God that dropped the charges, because I should still be sitting in prison. So it was nobody but God that dropped all of the charges for what had happened, and He released me from that. And so now, whatever I can do to be an encouragement to people, I try my best.
Come on now. You better go ahead and preach. He released you from that, okay? And you were guilty. That's a word all by itself, And so we hang nooses around people's neck, you know what I mean? We're harder on people than God is. And we're harder on ourselves, if we could just be totally honest, than God is. So that has really been liberating me lately. And I pray that people listening to you guys are being liberated, that we don't need to keep ourselves in bondage. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, yeah. Girl, you said a whole word. Like, you did it and He released you. You know what I mean? So it's like, if God can release us, we can release ourselves and we can release others. So I appreciate you being so open and honest. And I had the pleasure and privilege of speaking to your husband at one point, and so he is a humble man, and he is an excited man, honey, and you can't tell him if God ain't gonna do something for him. So I appreciate just getting to know you briefly and having that brief conversation with him. And I just pray that somebody's watching and listening are encouraged, like even if you're not directly impacted, like jewels will drop tonight that will encourage somebody. I'm telling you, just liberated me. I'm like, what? I'm liberated. I'm free, and I'm freer tonight just by listening to the two of you. So I appreciate it. We're gonna have you back for sure. Matter of fact, we're gonna have both of y'all on here when he get released. How about that?
That sounds good to me.
That sounds good. We appreciate you so much, Pastor Tanya. Thank you for stopping in, sharing your story. Tell us real quick how we can connect with your ministry for what you're doing with the Why Women Cry.
So we meet once a month. I normally post it on Facebook. We do it via Zoom. We do it via Zoom right now. But we're actually getting ready to do a meet and greet either the month of June or July. I haven't scheduled that yet. But it's definitely on Facebook. I have a Why Women Cry Facebook page, so you can reach out there. And then I also have the Healing Hands Deliverance Ministry page as well. So everything is posted on that, and even my personal page, which is Tanya Pastor Simpson, is posted on there as well.
Okay. All right. Well, we appreciate you. We love you much, and we look forward to having you and your husband back on the show.
Yes, I know he'll be excited, definitely. He was like, can I listen in tonight? Like, how can I do it? I said, I'll make sure we record it so that you can see it.
That's right. It's on YouTube and it'll be on our Facebook page. So you definitely absolutely can watch the replay. You can watch it with you.
Yes. Okay.
All right. Well, love you, my dear.
All right. Love y'all too. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Y'all be blessed.
You too.
All righty.
Well, ladies and gents, we have come to the end of a show. I don't know if you thought you was watching Lifetime, Netflix. No, you was watching When Wisdom Talk, honey. Okay? We was all the way in there tonight. I just wanted to leave with this because this is so important. Hebrews 13:3 says, continue to remember those in prison as if you were together with them in prison, and those who are mistreated as if you yourself were suffering. So just think about somebody. Pray for the ones that we talked about today. Pray for God to open up your eyes on how you can make a difference in your family, in your community. We want these men and women to be released first mentally in their hearts and then prayerfully be physically liberated as well. So we hope that you enjoyed the show. I know Alicia. I wish I could put up an emoji, okay? Because I know the one with the popcorn. That was you, honey. You was into that thing. I love it. So we hope that you was into this. That you enjoyed it. We thank you for staying with us as we go past our time a little bit, but it was good. So looking forward to the future books. Looking forward to Pastor Simpson coming on here. Honey, we got a lot to look forward to. So we will see you next Thursday, same time, same place, 8 o'clock. In the meantime and in between time, stay safe, stay blessed, stay in faith. And as Pastor Tanya's reminded us, stay free. You release from that thing. Love it. Have a good night, y'all.
See ya.